What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So NBA 2K25 is finally here, and here we are with our very first rebuild today here on NBA 2K25, as today we'll be starting with the Dallas Mavericks. So the main objective today, of course, is to rebuild the Dallas Mavericks. I wanted to start with a team that didn't need to be built through the draft too much because I don't know how available draft classes will be, but I'm excited and curious to see if there's any new changes in 2K25, so let's just go ahead, jump in, and do this 2K25 Dallas Mavericks rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure guys drop a like in this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We'll be back uploading on our regular schedule. 2K24, which is kind of at this, at this dead end point, and didn't really want to force content on it. So uploads have been kind of scarce the last, I guess, few days or whatever. But we are back officially, as we have a new change, as you guys can see, to go ahead and start off this video. So it says Chris Paul plans to retire and is eligible for a farewell tour. If you say yes, their plans to retire cannot be reversed. Allow them to go on a farewell tour. So I guess farewell tours are new. I don't know exactly what that entails. So I will go ahead and just click yes, don't ask again, because I don't really want to sit here and be asked about every single player that's about to retire. Maybe it wouldn't have done that. I don't know. But as you can see, we have a new interface, which is cool. So pretty damn colorful and vibrant. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Dallas Mavericks. They're trying to give me tutorials, bro. I don't need these damn tutorials. I'm a seasoned vet at this point. But regardless, got Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, Derek Levy, Washington, Najee Marshall. So we kind of know what the Dallas Mavericks did this offseason. Pretty solid offseason. Even, after a team that's made so many changes, they still did some few good things this offseason by adding Klay. They got Najee Marshall. So very, very solid. But let's go ahead and take a look at what this rotation will look like for year one. So year one, we got Luka, Kyrie, Dante Exum, PJ Washington, Lively, Klay, Gafford, Najee Marshall, and Quentin Grimes. So I think I'm going to start Klay Thompson over Exum. I think that would just make a little bit more sense. Which, by the way, I guess I did find a draft class. I don't know how perfect it is, but yeah. So as you can see, I mean, they got like Chris Lyles, I think, is auto-generated, I imagine. So yeah, these are not perfect by any means, but at least we have a few guys. It's first day, like I can't expect too much, but or unless if he is real, and I just don't know. But regardless, it doesn't matter that much. But let's take a look and move Klay to small forward. So I'm going to move Klay to small forward. He goes up to an 83, which is nice. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's going to be like our only change for at least right now. I kind of just want to see how this team's going to do without me doing too much. So Lively is going to start, which I fully agree with. I think he has earned that spot to start. I guess we could send Prosper to the G League and Jaden Hardy or a couple of guys at the G League if we wanted to. So we might do that. Other than that, I'll see you guys at the end of year one. I'll show you if I see anything else that's different. But I'm excited to see how this team does in year one. Today's video is brought to you by two softwares designed to help you beat the sports books and become a much profitable sports bettor. We're selling on Daily Grind Fantasies Optimizer. So you play on apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any other of these DFS apps. Having a tool or having tools like this are insanely clutch. So if you take a look at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer at the moment, we got Seth Lugo under 4.5 strikeouts, Griffin Canning under 4.5 pitcher strikeouts. So we got a few good plays here on the board already. And guys, football starts tomorrow. I'm so excited. Football is back tomorrow. College football, of course, already started, but you already have some football plays showing up the board as well. And this just shows you profitable plays over the long term. Honestly, this has been up for a while, so I almost guarantee you the Seth Lugo play is not even available anymore. So if we go take a look at MLB really quickly, let's see if Lugo is still, nope, just kidding, that was the wrong person. I thought that was Lugo that I saw. So Lugo, let's see. So Seth Lugo, it's literally not available. As you can see, it is not on the board anymore. I don't think, anyway. What's the pitcher strikeouts? I don't think it's on the board. So as you can see, they removed it because it was such a good play, and that's why stuff like that gets removed quick, and you got to be fast at times when things like that happen, which is why having a tool like this is awesome. But if you don't like building your own slips out, they also have an AI slip generator that builds out slips for you. So literally you could just come over to this right here. This is only available on PrizePicks at the moment, but you can click bet on PrizePicks and it will literally plug the slip in for you, which is actually insane. So it's like one click of a button. It plugs in a profitable play for you. Really cool, not going to lie. And then OddsJam Positive EV tool, which is also awesome. Looks like they have an NFL sale, as you can see. Message me for details. But you got Philadelphia Eagles under 1.5 touchdowns. Now, there's not a lot of book support on this, but as you can see, if you just did a one-to-one comparison, FanDuel has this at minus 152. So it would make no sense to bet this on FanDuel. You get a really good price on BetMGM at minus 120. So last but not least, PrizePicks, of course. It's a really good time to sign up. You got a free square on Caleb Williams. Like I said, NFL starts tomorrow. You got NBA right around the corner after that. a lot to be excited about. So make sure to check out Prize Picks. Make sure to check out the optimizers, all the tools. Links are down in the description below. Use code Crushables to get percentage off on the softwares, and then on Prize Picks you get a first deposit match up to $100. So at the end of year one, as you guys can see, Luka Doncic wins MVP. So no change there. I could be crazy, but I will say that the sim speed seemed a touch faster. I could be insane though, and maybe that just isn't the case, and it just seemed like it was. But MVP goes to Luka, as you guys can see. Zachary Ricochet, the #1 overall pick, wins Rookie of the Year. Amin Thompson is your 6th Man of the Year. 6th Player of the Year. Very interesting. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Wemby, and then Kia Most Improved also goes to Amin Thompson. So shout out to Amin Thompson. Shea is your Clutch Player. Jason Kidd is your Kia Coach of the Year, and Timmy Barlow is your Executive of the Year. So not too shabby. Luka makes an All-NBA first team. No surprise there. Here's your All-NBA second team. So we get Giannis, Nikola, Shea, Trae Young. Okay, Trae Young making All-NBA first team. Ron, AD, Wembanyama already making it. And here's your All-NBA third team. So Brunson, pretty much all guards other than Sabonis. All defense first team. And do we get Luka still making all defensive teams? Not this time around. And then, yeah, so that's nice. Not too bad. All right, so we ended up as the first seed in the Western Conference, which is great. So as you guys can see, we had a damn good season at 63-19. No surprise there. If you take a look at the player stats in the season with Clay, Kyrie, and Luka. So you had 26 from Kyrie Irving, 18 from Clay, 14 from Najee Marshall. What a nice little stat line from him. So I don't know if his shot tendencies boosted up. Or am I looking at per 36? Oh, whoops, I'm looking at the wrong stuff. I was about to say, damn, what is going on? So regular stats per game. There we go. This is what we need to look at. So Najee Marshall averaged 6. I was about to say that man was balling. Looking at the wrong stat line. So Klay Thompson, 16. 27 from Kyrie Irving, 33 from Luka, and then 10 from PJ Washington, 9 and 9 from Gafford, 9 and 7 with 2 blocks from both our centers, which is nice. Okay, so in round 1, after we simulate the plan, we are going to draw the Phoenix Suns. We get Kevin Durant and Devin Booker very early. It would be kind of crazy if we could start our 2K25 campaign with a championship in our very first season. Of course, we didn't do anything to accomplish what we did, but it would be cool regardless. So somebody current round against Phoenix, and we are going to be up 3-2 on them. And we beat them in 6. We're on to round 2, and now we're going to draw another Texas team, which is the Houston Rockets. All right. So let's see if we can come out here and beat the Houston Rockets to get to round 2. So the Rockets got, Şengün, Jabari, Brooks, Dylan Green, Fred VanVleet, Amin Thompson, Tari Eason, and Cameron Whitmore. All right, here we go. Somebody current round against Houston. I mean, in no world should we be losing to this team, but hey, you never know with this game. Although this is a new game, so maybe we don't know, and we are going to beat them in 6 as well. So we draw Minnesota, so we get a rematch of the conference finals. So Boston actually made the playoffs at least, but they got beat by the Knicks in the second round. So you got either Chicago. Okay, Chicago's interesting making it that far. But let's see. So Chicago, New York, and then we get Minnesota on this side. So made it to the conference finals on our very first 2K25 season. Let's see if we can make it to the finals. So are the Timberwolves going to get a, revenge on us, and we are going to even the series up. So it looked like for just a second we were about to go home pretty quickly. We have evened the series up, and it's time to use Simcast for the very first time here. So let's see if we can. So I guess that is kind of new on the left side. As you guys can see, no advice from the coaching staff at the moment, and the logos are kind of new as well. So I kind of like it. Minnesota's logo looks kind of cool. 39 from Luka, 32 from Kyrie. So we do win game 5, which is huge. I will say, I like the colors, though. This is very vibrant, and I really, really am rocking with it. So, let's see who can win Game 6, though, to avoid a Game 7. This is going to be a close one, I imagine. We have the lead right now, and it's looking okay. Can we beat them? And it's going to be close, but we lose by 1 point, so we go to a Game 7. And then out of all teams that could have made it out of the finals in the very first 2K25 season, it is the Chicago Bulls. Interesting. Well, let's see if we can win this Game 7 and make it to the finals. I would love to start my 2K25 career with a championship. Even though I did nothing so far, we are going to make it to the finals. Okay. 22, 10, and 10 from Luka, 14 from Kyrie. So, Luka, Conference Finals MVP, and Nikola Vucevic, Conference Finals MVP. Okay. Yeah. So, we're already starting off very, very funny here with Chicago making it all the way to the finals out of the East, which I don't even think Chicago will be a play-in team, to be honest with you, but I could be wrong. Maybe they will. Maybe I shouldn't, diss on them that much. Maybe they will. Game 1, 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. And we are going to start our 2K25 campaign with the championship. Now, I am just the guy in the group project that did nothing, but still, I'll take it. So we'll start feeling good. Luka Doncic, Finals MVP. So love that for us. And now it's time to explore the offseason to see if there's anything new here. So player retirements. LeBron James is calling it a career. Chris Paul was going on to retirement tour or whatever, so he's going to call it a career as well. Wow, you got, Al Horford retiring. Brook Lopez is done as well. Russell Westbrook, John Jordan. A lot of retirements here, not going to lie. But let's go ahead and look at jersey retirement. So Russ is going to retire. His jersey's being retired. Chris Paul's for the Clippers. Interesting. I don't know if the Clippers would retire Chris Paul's jersey. That might be a fun question. I think Russell Westbrook could be, someone whose jersey's retired. LeBron, maybe for sure. Yeah, I would think so. And then Cleveland, yeah, that makes sense. And then Kyle Lowry for sure in Toronto. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, the draft lottery time. So let's go ahead and see how these draft picks fall. So we got Chicago via Portland, Thunder via Utah. So we got the Jazz getting number 1 overall, and they have Cleveland's pick at number 3. So Cleveland sucked in the simulation, which is interesting. So got to keep that in mind. So 1 and 3 for Utah. I don't think we had a draft. Maybe we do have a draft pick in this draft. I can't remember. But coaching staff. All right, so head coach is over here and governors right here. So very interesting. So I guess it's kind of separated. So head coach Jason Kidd, and then maybe you don't worry about all these other coaching staff spots unless if I just don't know where to view candidates. So yeah, maybe you don't have to hire like a whole coaching staff anymore, unless if it's somewhere else and I just am not aware. But I'm not seeing it because obviously you used to have to hire so many damn coaches, and now this is all I'm seeing, and maybe this is all you need. Kind of interesting. You don't even have to hire an assistant though. Not gonna lie. So let me see. I would imagine you would have to hire an assistant at least. I see assistant GM. Interesting. Bonus staff 10 of 10. I don't know how to look at bonus staff at the moment. If I knew how to figure it out, maybe I should have left the tutorials on, even though I didn't really turn them off. They're just not popping up right now. So I don't know. Whatever. I guess I won't worry about it. So let's go straight to draft night. And let's see where our pick falls if we have one. I can't remember if we do. So let's see. We have the second round. Last second round pick in this draft, which I doubt, we obviously have anything to do with. So Cooper Flag's going to go 1. Ace Bailey going to Houston. Rex Mogbo to Villanova. We got Rocco. Okay. Dylan Harper to Memphis. You got Chris Lyles. Again, I don't know if that guy's real or not. Probably Cole Grant. Yeah, I don't think some of these guys are real. So I'm going to send the in on that. I doubt we get a real player at the last pick in this draft. So let's see. Lawrence Goodwin. Lawrence Good. Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably just going to two-way him, or I can't two-way him. I'm just going to decline it. Player options. Kyrie Irving declines his player option. Dwight Powell accepts his, and Lively and Prosper. So one thing I really hoping for, but I highly doubt it's the case. I'm really hoping to have it to where CBA rules are in effect. So again, I don't really think that's going to be the case, but it would be really cool, in my opinion, if a team was over the second apron, if 2K told you, like, if you were trying to combine 2 players in a salary, or try to combine 2 players when you're over the second apron, that it doesn't let you do that. Like, that would be really cool, but I doubt that would actually be the case. Now, I don't think we're over the second apron at the moment, actually, but that would be one cool thing that 2K could have added. And I guess technically, like, I kind of looked at the cap table to see if they had like anything about first apron, second apron, and I'm not seeing that. So that was something I was kind of really hoping for, but I'm already seeing that's probably not going to be the case unless if I see differently. But so if I tried to combine, like, that's not gonna. It's not. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not gonna say that. So it doesn't look like the new CBA rules are like in effect in 2K, which sucks. I was really hoping it would be, but of course we're gonna start off with re-signing Kyrie Irving. That's a no-brainer. So offer contracts. So I have to click a new button to offer the contract. View offers. So interest level. Where are we at? Okay, so we're at the very bottom. Not sure why it's showing at the very bottom, but all right. And then Quentin Grimes, I'll probably resign as well. So let's just go ahead and offer him that contract. And then Jaden Hardy, his overall kind of sucked out of the gate, but I'm going to go ahead and sign him anyway. So we're going to resign everybody here. So Kyrie, Quentin Grimes, Jaden Hardy, all back. So we'll take those guys. And then let's see. So yeah, I think we should be more than over the second apron. Maybe we're not. So I guess technically, depending on how much it jumps up, we are maybe right under it or very close to it. But we take a look at the rotations, kind of see what we need. So Luka, we got Jaden Hardy, Quentin Grimes. Clay is a 35-year-old small forward, so eventually we probably have to figure something else out with him. Our centers, of course, are locked in. We know that. PJ Washington and Marshall, I don't mind. We could eventually move Marshall to small forward as well. So, I mean, I think at this point, I'm probably just going to go another season. And I think at the deadline is where I might try to do something. So, we might sign someone else. So, let's see. Do we want to sign like a DeLon Wright in free agency or something? Or Mitchich? Or any of these guys would be cool. We could bring back Dinwiddie again, who just played with us. I'm going to go for Monte Morris. Why not? We'll sign Mr. Monte Morris. That'll be our first move in 2K. Nothing too crazy, but let's go to player regression and see how much guys regress or progress. So, Brandon Williams back. So, Klay Thompson is down to an 80 overall. So, already taking a huge digression. And then Derek Lively is up. Luka is down as well. PJ Washington is down, which kind of sucks. So, that's a little unfortunate. So yeah, we do have Kleba's expiring salary as well, I think. So yeah, we're definitely going to try to do something at the deadline. So there is also one cool thing I noticed this is that the FIBA is in here now. So that's pretty cool. I guess we can kind of explore that a little bit and see what that looks like. So let's click it. FIBA. So you got Canada. I'm obviously not going to play this, but Canada versus USA is showing. Not pretty cool. Not going to lie, but I'm not going to explore that right now. I don't really want to play a whole game. So let's go ahead and load a draft class, which I doubt there's a good one available, but it says there's a 2026 one. So we'll go ahead and download it. I don't know how good it really is. I guess Joe Kelmer's is here as well, but I doubt it's fully updated, like I said. But regardless, 2K is now frozen on me for some reason. All right, now we're in the season. Okay, so let's take a look. We got Luka Doncic, Kyrie, Klay, Washington. So same starting five. But as I said, Jaden Hardy has progressed enough to be in the rotation this year. And then Prosper is also going to join the rotation, which is nice. Is he listed at power forward right now? Because if we move him to small forward, I think he might go up. So he's listed at power forward. So we are going to absolutely move him to small forward. And he will be playing this year. So that's a really nice addition to the rotation. So I like that a lot. 4-star proficiency still under Jason Kidd. So I think at the deadline, I'm going to try to see if there's a move to be made. I mean, we probably have to upgrade one of our forward spots. Because I think, you know, Washington, he's never really been that good in 2K. Even last year, his efficiency was kind of terrible. And then Klay is just going to drop off a cliff, I imagine, this year with him being an 80 overall now. But we'll see how it goes. I will probably see you at the deadline to try to make some type of change because I just have a feeling if I just run it back, we're not going to have the same success we just saw. So as promised, we are stopped at the trade deadline, our very first trade deadline in NBA 2K25. We are 41-12 on the season. So honestly, we probably don't need to do anything, but I want to do something so I'm not just sitting here and, you know, watching what the Mavericks built in real life the whole video. So 41-12. The reason why we're out also going to do something is because we have some expiring salary that I want to see if I could do something with. So 31 from Luka Doncic, 19. This is per something. Why is it doing, like, it's so hard to just get to the regular stuff. So here is what we're looking at. So 33 from Luka, 23 from Kyrie, 16 from Klay, 10 from Jaden Hardy, 9 from Lively. So not bad. But unfortunately for me, PJ Washington, he's just not a good player in 2K, and it really sucks because he's been fantastic for the Mavericks in real life. I also have Kleba's expiring salary. So I have a few guys in mind that I want to see if I can get them. So one thing I got to keep in mind, if I'm going to follow the second apron rules, which it's going to be hard to do because 2K obviously doesn't help you with that. You know, I kind of know it a little bit at the top of my head. So I might stick with it. I might not. I don't know. So let's take a look. I'm going to try to stick with it because I like trying to be as realistic as I possibly can sometimes. But since this is our very first 2K video and we don't really have draft classes, maybe I'd go a little bit AWOL. But one guy I kind of like the idea of was Jabari Smith Jr. I mean, he obviously would be an amazing addition to that power forward spot if we offered maybe Washington and some picks. I don't know if they would do it. And then you got Phoenix selling as well. Obviously, Durant, Booker would probably be hard to get. I don't really want Devin Booker. Probably doesn't make a ton of sense on our team. And one guy I always like getting as well is Patrick Williams. Always a stud in 2K. Just shoots the lights out from 3. And then you also have like Jaren Jackson, who sucks in 2K. I've realized every time I've traded for him, things go downhill. And I think it's like the best thing ever. Okay, so I want to start off with trying to see if we can get Jabari Smith Jr. I mean, it'd be cool. I think he'd be a great power forward addition. He's on expiring salary, so we could get him right now and then pay him in the offseason. That's kind of when I start with this. So let's see if they would do this. So right now he's averaging 12, 37% from 3. So not bad. So let's go take a look at if we can get him. So Jabari, for PJ Washington straight up, I will offer you my 2026 first and then my 2028 swap worst or whatever. So let's see if they would do this for Jabari. And they want Quentin Grimes. They'll give me Dylan Brooks. I'd get Kessler Edwards. So immediately this would break the second apron rules, like I said. But maybe today, as I mentioned, we don't worry about it too much. I'll offer a second to see So again, it's basically the same trade being offered. So we get Dylan Brooks, who I don't think would be a bad get. It's not like, we have to take on his contract. So maybe the Rockets, by doing this, they're getting rid of, Dylan Brooks' contract. I could throw 3 firsts in here, but that seems a little rich. So I'm actually cool with this. We're going to go ahead and do this trade. Quentin Grimes and Kessler Edwards in Washington for Jabari and Dylan Brooks. We're going to do that trade, and that will be our first trade of NBA 2K25, which, again, is probably a trade the Mavericks couldn't do in real life because of the second apron rules, but since we don't have draft class and all of that, I'm fine with just breaking it a little bit today. So, Luka, Kyrie, Clay, Jabari, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, Dylan Brooks, Prosper, and then Jaden Hardy. That feels really good. So, I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and sum with the rest of the season. Love the Jabari Smith Jr. edition. Let's see how we do now that we've added him onto this team. 41-12 on the season. I imagine with adding him, we will only get better because he does a lot better in 2K than PJ Washington does. So at the end of the season, MVP is going to go to Luka Doncic once again. Second MVP in a row. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year on the Jazz. Sixth man goes to Rozier. Wemby, Defensive Player. Bones Highland, Most Improved. And Nikola Jokic, Clutch Player. And Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. And Timmy Barlow is your Executive of the Year once again. So that all looks the same there. Luka, All-NBA First Team. Here's your All-NBA Second. All-NBA Third. Offensive First Team. And All-Defensive Second Team. So still not seeing Luka Doncic on All-Defensive Team, which is something we would usually see. So here is some of your all rookie teams, which is cool. And we end up as the first seed once again. So let's take a look at the player stats. You had 30. Again, I'm looking at per 100 or whatever I'm looking at. I don't know. I don't know why they made it so complicated to just get to the regular stuff, but whatever. So 32 from Luka, Kyrie with 24, 60 from Clay, 12 from Jabari, and then actually Jaden Hardy did pretty good as well. 9 from Lively, 8.5 and 8 from Gafford. So I imagine we can get our second championship here. So you get Houston, which obviously made a trade with them at the deadline, so this will be interesting to see. I'm going to shrink the bench utilization. And here are some new changes I'm noticing as well. Young, old. Determines which types of players will be favored. Okay, I like that. I don't know which way I'm supposed to. I'm assuming young is this way, and then old is that way. I'm going to leave it at 50, though, but definitely very interesting. I won't lie. All right, so let's see if we can come out here and beat the Houston Rockets round 1. We beat them last year in round 2. They are now starting Tari Eason. Of course, we gave them Washington. So let's see what happens. Somebody current round, and we are going to beat them in 5. And now we draw the San Antonio Spurs. So obviously San Antonio has Wemby. Let's see what Stephon Castle's looking like. So still 79 overall, but Keldon Johnson, so on. Wemby, Vassell, Malachi Branham, and they're starting Trey Jones. All right, here we go. Somebody current round against Wemby, and we are going to beat them in 5. So we beat them, and now we get the Thunder. So this is the first time I've seen the Thunder. And the Thunder, of course, as we all know, a damn good team in 2K. And already I'm noticing that Caruso's still an 80 overall at this point, which is fantastic. I love that because the way this man would have regressed was kind of ridiculous. He's just not, I just don't see Caruso being that type of player that's just going to immediately drop off like 2K always has this man regressing. But hey, looks like they may have fixed that. I don't know. Somebody current round against OKC, though. It is a 3-1 series, and we are going to beat them in 5. And now we're in the NBA Finals to play the Indiana Pacers, who, of course, are a great offense in their own right. They're starting Wiseman over Turner, which is interesting. But Tyrese Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, Wiseman, Turner, Obi Toppin, Jarris Walker. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2, we even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, 3-1. And we're going to beat them in 5 and win our second championship in a row. So it is our goal. It is our objective to start 2K25 with a 3-peat. That would be fantastic. Now, like I said, I took the easy way out. I, got one of the best players on my team right now in the 2K sim, which is Luka. So I'm not like patting myself in the back like too crazy, but I still feel good so far. So we got James Harden, DeRozan, Steph retiring. What an end of an era, man. Jimmy Butler. It is funny because I just remember seeing a report the other day that Brooklyn is a free agency destination for Jimmy Butler if he is to leave Miami, and he signed with Brooklyn and 2K. So maybe 2K, he's the future. I don't know. But let's go to jersey retirements. Harden and Steph being retired makes a lot of sense. And lottery, of course, is not going to matter for us this year because we sent our pick out, and it was the 3rd pick anyway, in a draft class that probably isn't updated very much. But once again, I don't know how to, get an assistant coach if I need to get an assistant coach. Did Jason Kidd? Nope, he's still here. I think we got to keep him. I mean, we've won 2 championships in a row with them. Excuse me, why would that exceed my budget? I think I offered too much. Let's see if I can keep him. Okay, so I'm going to offer again. And he signs. Okay, so Jason Kidd's coming back. And once again, I don't know. Whatever. All right, I'm not going to... Unless if I have to unassign a bonus staff. Don't know what that means, but I'm gonna, I guess. Okay, I'm seeing it now. So looks like he's a coaching staff already. I don't know if I'm able to edit that. Edit staff. Did I find it? No, not at all. I did not find it. Okay, well, I'll just leave it there for now. All right, let's go to player options. We don't have a draft pick, and let's see who we get. So we got Luka Doncic declining. Of course, that is a mayday. Resign Luka immediately. Jabari's also a free agent. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure we get Luka back. So he is getting an offer from the Clippers and the Kings, and he's interested in both of them. Luka, I don't know what we're doing, but you're definitely a Maverick for life. I mean, I hope you are anyway. So let's offer that. Unless you want to come to the Blazers one day. Let's see. So we are his #1 offer, I think. It's at the bottom, so kind of weird how it's like that. Ooh, Gafford's a free agent as well. Damn, we're about to be spending some money. Mark Cuban isn't the owner anymore, but someone, I forget the new owner's name, but he's got to bring out some money here. So Luka, Gafford, Jabari, gonna resign all these guys. We're gonna go for a 3-peat, as I mentioned, and that should be all she wrote. So one other thing I might look into is trading Dylan Brooks away, because we already have Prosper at the small forward spot. So let's see if we can trade Brooks away for a backup point guard, potentially. Let's see. He's on a 1-year deal. Let's make one trade here. So buy Portis and Schroeder. I don't mind. That's actually kind of... Well, we do have to trade Prosper out, which I don't want to do, though. Peyton Pritchard. We trade a first-round pick for Peyton Pritchard and Sam Hauser. I like the idea of getting Peyton Pritchard, but not trading a first-round pick to do it. So let's see. D'Anthony Melton's not bad. We get rid of Brooks' contract in general, and we bring in Melton to be our backup point guard. Don't mind that. Trey Murphy, Caleb Houston, Caruso. I would imagine he's going to regress, but he would be great to bring in. I don't want to gamble on Caruso. Maybe let's do this. Let's go to play progression and let's see what the trades are after that, because I can't gamble on Caruso and then he just regresses down like a 76 overall or something. So got a lot of guys regressing. So even Clay's regressing. So maybe he's not starting this year and it'll be like, I don't know, Prosper starting. We could start Brooks if we wanted to. Jabari is, maybe we could start him at small forward if we really wanted to, but I don't think I'll do that because I don't know who to start at power forward. We're going to move, or not Clay. Sorry, not Clay. We're going to move Brooks still. So Dylan, even though he's a better overall than Clay right now, technically. We can get Drew Holiday. Washington, we can bring him back. Malik Monk. Okay. Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac. Trey Murphy, Stewart, Nurkic. Caruso did regress, which I kind of expected. And then Draymond Green. Okay, so out of all these, I didn't mind this one where we get Jonathan Isaac, who's an upgrade, and we get Cole Anthony to be our backup point guard. So kind of like this. I'm going to go ahead and do this trade. We do send out Najee Marshall, unfortunately, but we're going to go ahead and do that. So that's going to give us kind of a more well-rounded rotation. So Cole Anthony, Jaden Hardy, Prosper, Jabari, Jonathan Isaac, and then Lively and Gafford. Okay. I mess with it. We're going to go into year number 3, looking to 3-peat. That is the goal at this point, and we'll see if that ends up happening. I'm excited to see if it does, and let's get into the season. 2K25 apparently freezes on you every time you're about to get into the new season because it's doing it again. Practice analyst, 12th overall. We're 4.5 proficiency. I might stop at the deadline to upgrade our small forward spot. If we're doing so damn good that it doesn't even matter, then maybe I won't even mess with it, but we'll see. We'll kind of see how that, how that looks. So, and I'm noticing what I think I'm already noticing, by the way, which is crazy that Cole Anthony is all the way down here. Like, is it because of this age thing that like Cole Anthony is at the bottom? Because I have no idea why he's all the way at the bottom right now. No clue. But I'm gonna put him there. We don't have to play him if he gets minutes. I mean, he's getting paid. Let's give him some minutes. And then lineup performance factor, maybe that has something to do with it, but it looks like the rotation thing's a little bit different, so that's kind of fun and interesting. But I'll run a 10-man rotation for the 3rd regular season. If we are struggling, I might trade Clay at the deadline, but if we're just so damn good, I'll probably just keep things the way they are. So let's just go ahead, simulate year 3, and see if we can go for that nasty 3-peat. So at the end of year 3, Luka Doncic wins himself the 3rd MVP in a row. You got JJ Winston, Rookie of the Year, Anthony, 6th Player of the Year on the Portland Trail Blazers, and here are the rest of your awards. So we've gotten Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year 3 years in a row as well. 67 and 15. As you can see, we're doing a damn good job. Hopefully the Mavericks won't be that scary to play every season when we start to rebuild other teams, but we'll see. So yeah, not bad. But let's take a look at the stats. So if we take a look, So it looks like maybe I don't even have to click Y and it's already exactly where it needs to be. Or maybe it's just like there from last time. I don't know. But here are your stats, I think, anyway. Maybe not. Are these your actual stats? I think they are. Pretty sure. So regular stats. Okay. So yeah, we're good. So 29 from Luka, 19 from Kyrie, 14 from Jabari, 13 from Jaden Hardy, 13 from Clay, 10 and 7 from Derek Lively, 8.5 from Cole Anthony, and 8, and then 7 from Jonathan Isaac. Okay. We're going to go to 9-man rotation for the playoffs. I think that would make sense to do. So here goes nothing. Let's see if we can go 3 in a row. So Houston in round 1. Houston in round 1. Somebody current round against the Rockets to see if we can go. We sweep them, and now we get the Golden State Warriors, who don't have Steph anymore. So I'm definitely curious to see who they have now. Davion Mitchell, Podziemski, Wiggins, Kuminga, Mark Williams, Moses Moody. I don't think we should have any business losing to this team, but you never truly know. Somebody current round against the Warriors. It's always the teams I don't expect to lose to, bro. Like, I don't know how we're losing to this team, to be honest with you. This is Clay's former squad as well, not to mention. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a little confused because this Warriors team isn't that good. But, like, they don't have their best player is Jonathan Kuminga. I don't know how he's about to beat us, but he does. Okay. Fun. I don't know. Mark Williams and Kuminga just beat us. Moses Moody with 25. I don't know what happened. But we don't get the 3-peat, but we still won 2 today. Minnesota, and then you got Chicago on the other side. So let's see who wins the championship. So the Bulls are going to win it to end the video. So Chicago looks like a sneaky team in the simulation. That's good, I guess, because they made it to the finals in year 1 and now won a championship in year 3. Buzelis, what did he go up to? He's up to an 81 now. All right, well, definitely didn't expect our 3-peat to end in the hands of this team. Not a great-looking team on paper, but I guess it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they beat us. So I'm going to end it on that note, guys. Very first rebuild on NBA 2K25 done. I'm hoping to do a team that could be built to the draft tomorrow because I'm hoping maybe more draft classes are uploaded, but maybe I'll keep waiting and still build teams that don't need to draft as much right now. That's why we started the Mavericks today. But I'm in it there. Didn't really notice too many changes in 2K25. There was a few tweaks here and there. Maybe we'll have to take a look at the Steph era as well here soon. That's a new thing, of course, in the MyEras. But hope you guys enjoyed the very first video. I'm going to end it there. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.